Hey guys, welcome back to Cultivation with Christy. I'm Christy. We're taking a mid-morning, early afternoon stroll in the garden. Lily was in here a minute ago. Got some things I wanted to show you. We're going to talk about pests. So in the garden, if you're trying to do more organic, less spraying, etc., you may get problems like this. You see the brown little dots on the stem? Those are aphids. Clearly, I have an aphid problem. And actually this little, let me see if I can find it in the camera. Anyway, I see mealybugs on there too. But anyway, luckily I did have ants in the garden because the ants eat the aphids. But as you can see, I've got, it's windy, not as big a problem over here. Same with over here. And then one further removed, I barely have a problem at all. So we'll leave this plant in the garden as sacrifice to the aphids. If I only have one issue, then it's not so bad. As you can see, it's a little windy. I've got to get something in between my trellis so they don't fall in on itself. Anyway, I think I have enough flowers and stuff to deter. I got 3 different color petunias in this bed. Anyway, if that's the only insect I have, I will let them have that one plant. If it were to get worse and, devour all my plants, then we could look into doing some neem oil or something else. But I think that's it for now. Like I said, the ant trap got rid of most of the stuff down here. But since I do have an aphid problem, I'm not going to worry as hard about getting the ants away. And clearly, it's not working because ants are crawling all over it, but I think I just need a fresh one. I showed you the aphids over here that the ants were attacking. It has spread to a second plant. Look at all those aphids. But it's not really affecting the plant. It's not producing, so. And if I rip it up, they'll just go to another one, so we'll leave them be. I've got 2 other pests that have popped up that I want to talk to you about briefly because it's hot out here. And, I don't do videos in the evening like a smart person. But here, you can see that, I believe, is caterpillar droppings. So I think I have a hornworm on here somewhere. I just don't know where. Caterpillar hornworms, they're like green and they blend in and they have this like horn on the top of their head or the back. I don't really remember. I got some aphid issues here too. You see that in the sun? There you go. But yeah, he's pooped all over the place. Ooh, a tomato. So I know he's in here, but it doesn't look like he's damaged too much yet and eaten. He may not be a horn caterpillar, it just may be a normal caterpillar. I've seen a couple of other ones. Look at him. Now that one, where it's logged like that, I think that is a hornworm. But just looking in here, I do not see him. And it doesn't look like, look at that. All the poop. So rude. But we'll come out here. Caterpillars light up in the dark. Not caterpillars, the hornworm ones do. if you have a black light. And we'll see if we can find some tonight. I'm going to try to remember to come out here. But look at all these tomatoes. Okay. Anyway, so that is pest number 1. Mr. Caterpillar. Maybe a hornworm. Tomatoes. We will come out here and find him. But that is how you, like, number 1, you'll see the poop. And then number 2, you'll see he's eaten half of your plant. Like, there'll just be whole leaves just gone. And that's how you tell you have a caterpillar of some kind, usually a hornworm. Now, I learned last year that hornworms will also eat your pepper plants, because my tomatoes and my peppers were in the same bed. Well, no, they were next to each other. They were in a bed. Like, one was over here and one was over here. But they were pretty close to each other, and a caterpillar ate a whole dang pepper plant. So if you see something munching on your pepper plants, it may not be a bunny or a deer or something. It's probably a caterpillar. Now the next pest. Those of you that are familiar with gardening already know, because I am showing you a squash plant. So you have squash vine borers, which you can tell the stem will have split, and they will just, it looks like it's like oozing out of there. It kind of looks like sawdust when they get in there. I don't think I have them, but you see this guy? He's trying to hide from me right there. That is a squash bug, stink bug, whatever you want to call it. And they'll eat your plant real quick too. So I try to smush him if he's in a place I can flick him off and smush him. And they lay their eggs, 1, everywhere, but 2, mainly on the back side of your squash plants. And I scraped a bunch off the other day. And I don't see any, which is good. Because usually you come out here every single day or twice a day. Yeah, see these guys right here? Trying to focus, but let me show you what I drew with them. This is a little, yeah, little buttholes. Okay, like I said, gardening's ruthless, man. This one looks pretty good. I don't see any eggs, so that's good. I followed advice of a friend, a gardening group friend, and planted a little later. I planted past June. Actually, I think I planted the weekend before because I was going to be gone. But that's supposed to help because the life cycle of those bugs are pretty short. So I may have bypassed most of the damage by just holding out and waiting. And even since I waited till June, I could still plant another round of these here in North Alabama. Wow, I am impressed. There's no eggs. There we go. Okay, these are the squash bug eggs, and you'll want to get a piece of tape or just scrape them off. And I used to cut the piece of the plant and have Adon burn it in the wood pile. So you just scrape those off. I don't know if that actually kills them, like if they're not attached to a plant for nutrients. I don't know. But for now, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, usually it's much more than that. Like it's on the backside of every dang leaf. But I think because I waited later in the season, I've had less damage from both the vine borers and the squash bugs. Stink bugs, whatever you want to call them. And they'll also attack any squash. So squash, zucchini, or yellow squash, I guess I should say. Zucchini, pumpkin, spaghetti squash, which is, they did get my spaghetti squash. I'll go over there and show you. I think those were vine borers. But all these look good. And I've got some more cucumbers. I think they will get as well. And my cucumbers are coming up over here. They look good. Oh, Lincoln, I was like, something's moving back there in the bush. Lincoln's just chewing on the tree over here. Alright, so this is what the squash bug damage looks like. That one died completely. But this one, I mean, it'll pretty much just shrivel up and die. Sorry it's so bright out here. I shouldn't have. But, I mean, it just literally sucked the life out of them. So I need to go get some more seeds and sow in here. I haven't had any problem with them on watermelon and stuff like that, as they're not a squash, but they are also vining. Anyway, those are a quick view of some more garden pests, and like I said, we'll come out here tonight. I'll clip that link in here and see if we can find these dang caterpillars. Anyway, it's hot. Lincoln's eating trees like he shouldn't. See, he always knows when he's doing something bad. Anyway, we'll be back. See you later.